Yo, what's up, family? 3:28 p.m., 3:16. Recording this after I'm uploading episode 43. Had some audio issues, and then I accidentally paused the video. So this is take two. Welcome to the first walkaway analysis that I've done. Like I said in the last video, I didn't trade today, and I just wanted to do a little bit of studying and kind of dig into other ways I can get better at this. So this is all on the Reddit, by the way, in the wiki. I think Anana Russ posted this. Shout out to him. But yeah, so I went through the first 48 trades of March, and I just wanted to see what kind of stats we come back with. This shit took all day, but it's all good. I kind of like what I see. I like what I see. P&L, oh yeah, I'm going to go along with this because Harry actually has a post on expanding walkaway analysis as well. So we're going to try and figure out what this data is telling us in a quick manner. You know what I mean? My actual trading P&L, according to this. Oh, and before I get into that, so you guys know I trade mostly options. So in order to kind of like standardize this, and I don't know what the option values were, 1 hour after the exit at the end of the day, I went ahead and just used the closing price of the candle that I got in and the closing price of the candle when I got out, and the same for these as well. I just got all the closing, and the P&L is pretty, it's in the ballpark of what my actual P&L was, which is pretty cool. So this data is, take it with a grain of salt, but in general, I think it'll tell us the story. So down here, actual trading, my P&L for the past 48 trades was 1586. I'm cool with that. Obviously, this is a small sample size too. But win rate 73%, profit factor of 10. Now, if we go out to 1 hour after exit, this is kind of the most glaring piece of the data. My win rate does go down, so I'm thinking some of these base hits turned into small losers or whatever, or bigger losers. But my P&L goes up, almost 100%, right, from 1500. So that's, what is that telling us? Right here on the Reddit post, if your P&L is highest just 5 minutes or 1 hour after you exited, your issue is being faked out by a false move, typically because you're using stops that are way too tight. Loosen them up. I don't really be using stops like that. A lot of my exits are based off of a bearish stochastic cross, and I can see why this stat is here. Sometimes when the bearish stochastic cross happens, it actually doesn't like dip down. It actually just stays up, and that's why indicators like RSI aren't as valuable, because it could stay up in that high range for who knows how long. And when I'm exiting based off that indicator, I'm okay with missing some of the move. I want to lock in my profits. You know what I mean? But sometimes I exit off that stochastic cross. Sometimes I don't. Kind of feel it out. How's the market doing? But I think it's a pretty good indicator for exits. You guys seen my daily reviews. Sometimes I get out pretty much right before that pullback. So I can't say that this is from my stop losses, but it is pretty interesting. Like, if just spot check this stuff, like, see, this one would have been a lot less, but this one would have been less. This one would have been twice as, double the profits, more profit. So, sacrifice a little bit win rate, but a ton more profit. So does that mean I can, when I feel like exiting, I say, nah, give it one more hour? You know what I mean? Is that so? And I can't say I'm really getting faked out if I'm exiting on the stochastic cross. Sometimes I do get faked out though, just because probably fear. So I think moving forward, maybe I can take this into consideration and give it a little more room, even though I'm happy with the profits. It's kind of saying, I'm not taking advantage, excuse me, of the full winner. So I like this stat right here. Profit factor goes down, but my profit goes up. So, that's just interesting. End of day. So on all these trades, the first 48 trades, if I waited to the end of day to take my profits, I would have made around the same P&L, which is cool. That means the stock, it was a decent stock, and it did end up, staying where it was when I exited, I guess. Maybe consolidated for the rest of the day, or ended up pretty much even with what I'm already taking from the market. But my win rate goes way down. So at least I'm using some sort of indicator or rule for my exits, and it's keeping my win rate high, which is what I need. And feel free to comment if you guys have any, insights into how I could use this data as well. But now waiting to the end of the next day, profits drop off by about half. You know what I mean? So that would be me holding it too long. And Harry says, if your P&L is highest at the end of the day or end of the second day, that most likely means you are not leaning enough on the daily chart and giving your trade room to breathe. The noise is taking up too much of your focus rather than the signal. Okay, I live with that. So that means I am leaning on the daily. I am giving it enough room so I could take advantage of the intraday move. Right? If I'm wrong, let me know. So not too interested in the end of next day. But the end of next week is kind of crazy. Win rate goes down below 50%, and I'm almost break even on my trades. But I don't know if that's just because the nature of the market lately. This is kind of saying it's definitely not a good time to be swinging. Or I guess this one too. P&L end of next day. It's not a good time to be swinging. Because I can take my profits intraday, or at least by the end of the day, and then get the hell out of there, because most of the time, if I wait till the next week, that's 5 days. A lot happens in 5 days. So I think this is just speaking more towards the market. So when we're more in a stable environment, this number will probably change the next time I do this kind of analysis. So overall, this is what I did today. I wanted to share it with you guys. You know what I mean? You probably saw by now the thumbnail of my other trading video, and lose a little $1,000. You know what I mean? But it was FOMC today, and I feel like this is pretty valuable. So if you guys have any comments on, what this data could possibly mean, and so I could implement it, that would be greatly appreciated. Other than that, I'm happy with what I see, and we're gonna have to explore this 1 hour after the exit, double my profits. You know what I mean? I'm picking the right stock for the intraday trades. And I'm leaving money on the table. I do say that a lot in my reviews. So let's see what happens. Let's get back on the right track, and we'll see if we could really use this data to improve our P&L. Appreciate you guys for watching. I know this is not really, I've never done this type of video before, but I hope it was helpful for you guys. I do recommend doing this. takes forever, and I do want to keep going, but my brain's kind of burnt out by now. And another thing is, man, if I could have enough buying power to like have some meaningful trades as far as buying shares instead of options, man, I feel like I'd be a lot more comfortable and less antsy if I could, just trade shares and and go short shares as well. Because without that time limit factor that contracts have, like I feel like my fear goes down by like 80% because you can just hold it. You know what I mean? And like it's just getting that expiration right, man. And if it doesn't go your way right away, they really could get away from you as far as the contract. So I'm thinking, you know, I want to prove myself to be profitable, but at the same time, I do want to get that margin going. But 3 day trades a week. I mean, Harry was even struggling in this damn market, and he knows how to really hit the spreads and be real advanced with it. So I'm thinking hopefully taxes don't take all my money and I can somehow get up to the PDT, the 25K, excuse me, to get some margin so I at least could buy a good amount of shares. Or we'll just continue with the options. But I feel like there's some that I'll improve a lot if I'm able to just go shares, because those expirations are killer, man. But anyways, interesting data. Thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys tomorrow.